As we're back, face-off win by the Gaels, all tied at 10 minutes remain. Back in from the left side, cross ice, oh, what a save! Back up top, blue line, slows down, fires, save, rebound chance, punch right there! Can't seem to bury Beta, goes up top, nobody home. Welcome back after the stream crashed because the connection issues here at the Gardens Ice House. 9:40 remains in the second period. The Gaels eyeing for their opening again to take the lead. It's Curry. Blocked in the neutral zone. Curry contesting. He'll take it in. Taken back by St. John's. The Cadets fire it down and in. Shahady to play it. 9:19 remains in the second period. Back out and around from the far left side. Clearing it down and in. Intercepted. Beat a contest on the near right side. A hit laid. As out on net, taken by Shahady. Shahady slowing it down with 9 minutes remaining in the second period, all tied at 1. Beta clears it down and in from the far left neutral zone, back in the right. Camden takes. Jackson Camden walks through. Camden with some speed out to the left side. Slows down. Fires back door looking for Burns. Stick won't go. Back out. Krieger being contested. It's Phelan. Phelan on the near boards, clearing it down and around. Going to chase his Phelan. Back on the near right boards. It's number 2 for St. John's. Keeping it in is Warner. Warner whiffs on it from the blue line. Borman's shot is blocked. Goes back in the bottom left corner. Byrne behind the net for Phelan. As it's out and around, it's going to be St. John's to play with 8:20 remaining. Puck goes all the way down and in as icing's waved off. Mumford to play it. Graham Mumford wraps around, turns around, goes out to Byrne. Byrne from the left board side, taking himself. As Burns to lay a hit back in the neutral zone, and here comes St. John's on a 2-on-1 maybe. Great defense play by Captain Jake Borman. Hit on the far boards. It's Phelan now behind the net. Phelan cleared out and around, slowing it down on the far left boards, and it's out of the zone by Borman with 7:49 remaining in the second period. Back out, walking in, it's 26. Cross ice, slowing it down. Fires, pad save, loose and scores. As St. John's finds the net on a rebound, and nothing you could do about it. Thomas Callum Schofer scoring his 7th of the season. St. John's jumps in front with 7:39 remaining in the second period. From center ice, Powell to take it. Both student sections talking as the rivalry continues. 7:39 to go from center ice. Sorry if we have later stream issues. Nothing we can do about it. We'll figure it out along the way. Powell to take the face-off from center ice. Face-off won by the Gaels, but cleared back down and in. On the near boards, back out and around the left side. It's going to be Dietz to take it in. Cleared out and around behind the net of Blackburn. Here comes St. John's flying after that goal. 27. Back out, Krieger. Here comes Krieger from Powell. Pass won't land back in the neutral zone as Sanchez trying to play to the neutral zone. Taken back by the Gaels. 7:10 remains in the second period. Back out, looking long for 27. Tips it, and it's cleared out and around. Sanchez slowing it down, throw it around. Camden in his own zone, looking long. He's got a man. It's winding out. It's going to be Powell. Powell from the right, mishandles, keeps, fires, save, rebound chance, won't go behind the net as it was Dietz back door. Camden trying to keep it in, not able to. St. John's trying to keep it in the neutral zone. Here comes Jackson Camden. Camden gets called right there, off from the left side, cleared on net, saved by Carr. It goes off to the near side with 6:30 remaining. Sanchez gets hit. Back on the near boards, it's Krieger contesting. St. John's in the neutral zone. It's 11. Back for 42 on the left side. Back for 11 through the slot. Another chance won't go. On a good shot as contested on the boards. MSJ trying to get out of their zone in dire situation. Gets cross-checked on the boards. It's Curry now. They're holding him there as kept in by St. John's. Peer down around as Krieger can't get it. An icing will be called. 5:59 remains. St. John's leads as both of these teams are so good, especially the goaltenders, and that's the key to the game. I mean, Nathan Carr got unlucky on a rebound, but Blackburn is an outstanding tender. From the left side of Carr, face-off won by the Gaels. They clear it out and around as it's in the neutral zone, taken by number 3. Back to the far left side, cleared all the way down again behind the net. Under 6 minutes to play in the second period, 2-1 the score. MSJ trails 1. The Gaels needing to find a heartbeat. Looking for another one again as it goes on net, saved by Blackburn, and he holds on to it. As 5:32 is what they have left in this period. Back off to the right side as they go early. 5:31 remains. From the right side again, the face-off one off the face-off shot is blocked. Puck goes up top again. Fired on net. Oh, it goes wide. Curry to chase. Out Beta from the left. Beta keeps out to the slot. Nobody there as they're eyeing for their opening again. It's Shahady making a bad error. Shahady back out and around, blocked in by St. John's, cross ice, and Beta has to go chase now. Beta on the near boards. Back down and in as Shahady's down in front of the net. 5 minutes to go. Back out looking for the slot. Nobody home. A great chance for St. John's. Here comes MSJ looking for the lead pass. Great block by St. John's with 4:51 remaining in the second period. The Gaels trailing 1. Out of the neutral zone now. It's going to be number 2. Back out for number 18. Crossing ice to the left side. Fires from the right and saved by Carr as he kicks off to the bottom right corner again. Foreman to contest. Looking out is going to be the Gaels as still no penalties to be called on St. John's today. Back out on the far right side. St. John's hit by Borman. Back out on the right. Up top to the blue line. Fired on it through a screen. It gets blocked. And here comes the Gaels trying to beat a man. Winding out. It looks to be Cole Zorin as he looks for the wide pass out. As he lays a hit. The bottom left corner. Here comes St. John's. Got to be careful. Carr to play it off the stick. 4 minutes remain in the second period. Now St. Joe's trying to find some life here to try to tie the game. Ty Burns started it at the beginning of the period, just 40 seconds in. And St. John's capitalized back, almost a chance in front. The slot now Warner. Warner on the near boards. Keeping it, trying to get in the neutral zone, is taken back by St. John's. He cuts the ice. It's number 3 from the right side. That's great defense by Camden. Camden gets hit, back on the near boards again. Back out around 3:30 remains in the second period. Clear down in the neutral zone as Byrne to keep it. Beautiful move by Ty Byrne from the left. The cross ice for Phelan. Phelan! Puck has gone off to the bottom corner. And out and around again. It's 27 from the blue line. Camden fires, save, and stick gets slashed as keeping the puck. Warner trying to keep it in, not able to. Now they do. Left wing circle, walks in, fires over the net. Kicks off to the near right side. Here comes St. John's. Starting a rush of their own. It's taken from the right side, saved by Carr, and he holds on to it with 2:53 remaining. A close one here. As they fight for it. From the right side of Nathan Carr. Face off one. As slap shot late, saved by Carr. Off the slap shot in dire situation. Mumford contested. Here comes the Gaels. On a rush, winding out. The one-touch pass for Krieger won't go. Cleared back in the bottom near right corner. Dietz going to chase on the far left side. Keeping it in is Mumford. Bringing it back down and in. 2:30 remains in this period. Dietz the contest on the near boards, trying to grab it as he gets cross-checked. Puck's out of the zone and into the neutral zone as it's one touchdown around. Krieger trying to keep, not able to. As St. John's really pressuring here. Back out behind the net of Carr. He's got to get out in front. Nobody home. As a nice cross-ice pass for Jackson Krieger on the near boards, who clears it out and around. Playing with the smart play. Back out in front, a chance goes wide. As here comes St. John's again, it's number 19. Walking in from the left side. Slows it down, out and around behind the net. Crossing it, turns around, gets checked on the boards. As they'll give it away, and here comes the Gaels. He gets tripped, and a penalty to be called from the left. Fires, saved by Blackburn. But the Gaels will go on the advantage. The Gaels to go on the advantage. Number 19 takes the penalty. One of the most dangerous power plays in the league. Off the face-off, won by the Gaels. Taking it from the blue line, back to the left side. Back out, it's held up top. Foreman, left wing circle, fired on it. Oh, it goes wide. 1:22 remains. Up top, Foreman walks in, fires, blocked. Back to oh, Camden whiffs. Out now. Carrying out and around. Nobody home behind the net. The Gaels needing to contest. Beta, bottom right corner. 3 has it. Out and around. Camden on the left side. 1:30 remains on this man advantage. Foreman at the blue line. Keeps it. Right wing circle. Up top, Foreman. One-timer lane. Tip. Save. Puck's loose in front. It's still there. A net scramble. Puck's there. Still loose. And backdoor chance. Oh, he missed. Puck's kept in. Oh, it's not an offsides. It's called with 41 seconds remaining. Oh my. What a chance backdoor. MSJ just inches away from the right neutral zone. Face off, won by the Gaels, walking it down and in. Slowing it out and around as needing help is Eric Beta. Foreman walks it in, out for Camden, left side. Camden needing help, wraps around, not having help, and here comes St. John's shorthanded. Not looking good, it's number 7. Taken by Camden, and here comes the Gaels. Jackson Camden gets called. Two minutes for slashing. A little odd call. I mean, whatever the referee says goes, but man, that was a odd call to go. 17 seconds remain in this period. From the left side, a Carr. Face off, won by St. John's, taken back by the Gaels. They trail 1 as the Gaels look to maybe strike on the 4-on-4. 8 seconds remain. It's Byrne walking it in from the right. 5 seconds remain. Byrne cross ice, slowing it down. Fires and scores! At the buzzer, we're tied at 2. Oh baby, what a goal! Ties the game on the 4-on-4 will come to an end. And the Gaels have tied it. We got a 0-0 game technically as we head into the second intermission. Chase Blackburn has led in 2 by Ty Byrne and Connor Shahady. Shahady scoring his 3rd goal of the season as the crowd gets loud. To intermission we go. We will have 4-on-4 hockey. As Foreman gets himself an assist. The second period of play comes to an end, all tied at 2 from Contiera, Maryland. We'll see you for the third. 15 minutes will decide our champion from Contiera.